Welcome back, second grade. So now that we have talked about skip counting and talked about hairy money, make sure if you're not sure about hairy money, watch that video before you watch this one. If you need a little bit of help figuring out what I'm talking about, because I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to review it again as well. So one easy way to count money, is to count by fives. And sometimes it can be kind of hard when you're counting a lot of change together. So for example, if I have a couple of quarters and I have a couple of nickels and I have a couple of dimes, it's kind of hard to switch over because I'm counting by 25, and then I have to switch to 10, and then I have to switch to 5, and it can get really complicated. So I'm going to show you an easy trick for hairy money, and then I'm going to draw it, and then I'll show you my screen a little bit closer. So I'm starting with a quarter. If you can see that, it's a quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents. So if I count by fives when I get a quarter, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. A quarter gets 5 hairs. So I have a second quarter, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I have 2 quarters. They each have 5 hairs on them. Now I've got a dime. Okay, a dime is worth 10, 5, 10. So I'm giving it 2 hairs. Another dime, 2 hairs. A third dime, 2 hairs, and then I have 2 nickels. They each get a hair. A hair is representing how many fives are in there, and it just looks like hair growing off a head. That's why it's called hairy money. And again, if that's confusing, you can watch my little visual with the hairy money video. Okay, so the reason that I drew hairs on this money is so that I can count across all of the money by fives. Okay, so I'm going to turn this a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's the quarter. There's another quarter. 1, 2, 3 dimes, and then 2 nickels. So there's 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. So I put little hairs on them. And then I'm going to count, okay? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So now I have 90 cents, okay? So that's just an easier way so that you can count it all across fives. Now, of course, if you have pennies, pennies are bald. They don't have any hairs. They don't have any fives. They're just 1. So if you add pennies to your collection, you're gonna have to switch over and count by ones. So we have 90 right now. So let's say I add in 3 pennies. Then I just switch to counting by ones. 91, 92, 93. So an easy way to do that, if you have a quarter is worth 25, so you would put 5 hairs representing 5s for each one. A dime is worth 10 cents, so you put 2 hairs on each dime, and then a nickel is worth 5, so you put 1 hair. That way you can just count across all of your money by fives. So that's just an easy trick to try out if you're having a hard time adding money. And then if you add pennies, you would just add them by 1. And that's pretty much it. The other thing that I do when I'm counting money is I start with the largest amount of money first. So the biggest thing I had today was quarters. So I put the quarters in the beginning. I do quarters, then dimes would be the next, and then nickels and pennies. So I like to count them in order too, and I group them all together. So hopefully this trick will help you out and make it a little easier to count money. Good luck. Let us know if you need any help. I am always here for you, as are all your other teachers. We miss you guys so much. And I'm sure you're being math rock stars at home. Bye.